First of all, I'd like to say welcome to That's What Teens Say. I do have a couple housekeeping things before we get started. The main one being that if there's a train that graces us with its presence, we will take a break and pause the stories until it passes because you literally can't hear anything when it comes by. So that's the biggest piece, is that if it comes through, we'll just pause for there. But anyway, again, welcome to That's What Teens Say. I'm Lori. I'm the regional director of That's What She Said Terre Haute and That's What Teens Say Terre Haute. And when I looked around the room this weekend, I didn't just see a group of women and teenagers, but I got to see some potential. I saw strength and softness, and I saw girls who are still becoming themselves. I personally see how important that is, and I can't help but think about who I was when I was 15. When I was 15, I was troubled. Not the kind of trouble that makes you dramatic or difficult, but the kind that happens when you're trying to carry more than you should at that time. I didn't know how to express what I was feeling. I didn't know how to ask for help, and I definitely did not feel safe being honest about what was going on inside of me. And so I ran. And I physically ran away when I was 15, but if I'm honest, I had been running long before then. Running from conversations and from vulnerability, and honestly running from admitting that I was overwhelmed and scared. I didn't have a room like this, and I didn't have a weekend like this. I didn't have a circle of women who looked at me and said that you matter, your voice matters, your feelings are real, and you don't have to do hard things alone. Instead, I was forced to figure it out on my own. And that's why this program is so powerful. That's What Teens Say isn't just an event. It's not just speakers or sessions and breakout activities. It's an eruption. It interrupts the lie that you have to be perfect. It interrupts the idea that you're the only one struggling. It interrupts the silence that so many girls are living in. And when I sat here this weekend watching everyone laughing, opening up, answering hard questions, admitting fears, I didn't just see their bravery. I saw seeds being planted that say, you're allowed to feel deeply, you're allowed to dream, you're allowed to change your mind, and you're allowed to grow. Watching it all unfold, I kept thinking, what if I had this then? What if I sat down in a room with mentors that made space for me? And what if I had been told that running wasn't my only option? I can't go back to 15-year-old me, but I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to give it to someone else. Programs like these don't just create confidence for a weekend, but they create reference points. When life gets heavy, these girls can remember when they said hard things out loud. When other girls nodded while they shared something, they'll remember that they survived vulnerable moments and didn't fall apart. So to the founders, the organizers, the mentors, sponsors, and audience, thank you. Thank you for investing in these teenagers when it would be easier to just dismiss them. For the next 45 minutes or so, you'll hear a wide variety of stories. Funny ones, strong ones, powerful ones. They won't all be the same, but every voice deserves to be heard. So with that being said, let's give a round of applause for the That's What Teens Say speakers.